Hello everyone, in today's session we are going to see how we can learn different data types in C++, and in this class I'm going to use the code block, which is a combined IDE plus the editor. So I'm going to relearn it. It is here on my desktop, so I double click on it. I can wait for it to launch, and here you can see I'm using version 20.03, which is an open source cross-platform IDE. You can download it and install it in Mac OS. You can install it in Linux and all the other platforms that you can use, and there it launches. So to begin with, I just create a new project here. I can just click on this new project and since I'm just running, there are many templates that you can use here category, but for me I'm just running a simple program, so I can click on console application and then I can click on this go. And since you are running, I can just skip this. I can say next, and then ensure that I am on C++ because this one is not a C, and then I can click on OK. I can give it a name. Maybe I can call it ROM. This is my word, my name reversed, Maurice, and then I can click on next, just like that. I can leave everything. I ensure that my compiler is the GNU GCC compiler, and then I can click on finish. You can click on that finish. If you don't have your compiler set, you can come here to the settings, and then you can click on this compiler. You can click on that compiler, and then you can ensure that this one is the one that is selected. For me, I do not have any issue with this, so I can just click on that. So you can see my project name here is Selom, and then I can double tap here on the source to see the auto-generated main.cpp, which is this. You can learn and build it on these gears here. You can learn and build at the same time. And remember, with this it can be able to run everything that is there. So you can see hello world. You can see here we have the library, and then we can see instead of us moving all along including the std or the standard library, we can just use it to declare it as a global or super global and have it declared. And then you can see here at the int main, this one begins is the beginning of the program, marks the beginning. So everything that goes in between here, it's the one that will be compiled or be outputted, not unless we declare globally and then we call them inside this main program. And then from here you can see the character output. This is what is displayed on our compile after we compile, and then return 0 means that it compile everything if there is no error, and now it can comfortably terminate. So here we are going to see the sizes of different data types as we begin to learn or as we begin to declare and initialize them all the way. So maybe I can start with the first one, maybe here, so that we can see. Let us see anything that goes inside the quotes, it is what will be displayed. Maybe I can say the size, maybe the size of maybe the first data type, which is the char or the character, the size of the character if you want, or char, depending on how you feel to pronounce it. Maybe I can use another insertion here, and then inside that I can say maybe the size. This is a function, size of, and then inside the quotes here I can say size of that car, like that, and then I can try to relearn it and see how it is going to display for me. So you can see here the size of these is equivalent to 1 byte, so this is the size. And remember also, we can have as many as we wish. Maybe we can look for the size of maybe I can copy this one to save time. Control C, and then I can enter here like this, and then I can paste it there, and then here I can say the size of maybe an integer, and then here I can just call the size of maybe int, and then I can rerun it still and see. So you here you can see the size of integer is 4 bytes. The size of integer is 4 byte. Maybe we can have the long integer and the short integer, so let us see the difference. So here I can have these, and maybe let me just paste another one here, and then here I can say maybe short integer, and here I can have maybe short int like that, and then I can relearn it like that. And see, you can see the size of these short integer sorry, the size of this short integer is 2 byte. And remember also you can have the long integer. You can have them display them at all the time. Maybe for example we can have that, and then here we can have maybe the long int, and here to have the difference you can have it being a long integer. I'm writing that wrong, that word wrongly, so it's long integer like that, and then we can learn it like that. And here you can see that is for integer. So you can have different data types the way you can want. Maybe for example here we can have the others maybe like that, and then here instead I can have the double. Maybe I can have the double, and then here I can pass the double, and then maybe for example the other one we can have remember we can have here maybe fruit, sorry, maybe here we can have the fruit, and here we can pass the fruit. We can pass the fruit like that, then we can try to learn them. And here you can see all this is displayed, so you can see the size. We can see the size of the fruit is 8, size of the fruit is 4 byte, and then the other one. And when we talk of these byte 8 means it can learn from maybe negative 2,147,483,648 to the same positive all the way like that. Maybe the other one that we can use here, we can look is the boolean. Let's see how the boolean will be displayed. Boolean, how it will be displayed. Can control V, and then here the keyword is bool. We can have the bool, and here we can pass the bool like that, and then we can try to run it like that and see. So remember, our bool will always take the two variables, that is either 1 or a 0. So you can see there it displays for us a 1. And let us do a bit of declarations and the initialization of the variables. Maybe here, remember the reason to why we first of all have the data type. For you to declare any variables, it needs to be predecessor, maybe to be followed by, or we start with the data type followed by the variable name. Maybe for example we want to do a simple calculation. Maybe we can say we want to do a simple calculation inside here. Remember, we can use as many, so maybe we can use the int data type int, and then we can store maybe a variable like maybe x like that, and then we can, every statement needs to be terminated with a semicolon, and then we can also have another one like this, and then we can call this one y, and then we need to terminate it with a semicolon like that. And then we also need to have another one, maybe int, and give the operation, which is maybe x, we are adding to maybe y, and then you need to terminate it with a semicolon like that. And then now if we want to output anything inside here, we can have the one that we were using here, and then here, because there is nothing, maybe we can say we can put it like that. And then here what we need to output is just the value of what, the value of z, and then we can click on this z like that. So remember, there is nothing, we have just initialized, we have just declared this, so we need to give them a value. Maybe we can say this one is 10, and maybe we can also say that the other one is this one is equals to maybe 20 like that, so that when we add the two, we know we are supposed to get something to do with that. So we can click on that. So you can see here there is an expected error that we are given here. There is an expected error that we are given here. So meaning that, and this one, as long as you are an advanced programmer or a beginner, this is something that you need to get. So you can see here there is a token, and here you can see there is a string or something that is not declared anywhere, which is z, and that is being seen here. So if we want to eliminate this error, we can just come here and then we say int maybe z, and then we can say z, we can initialize it to that, and then we can try to rerun it and see like that. And there you can see we have already corrected our error. You can see we have already corrected our error like that. So if you run it, sorry, like that, you can see here now we have all that, and you see we have the 30 given here, meaning that if you had that 10 added to 5, you get that. And still remember, you can also minus and do the operations. As we advance with these, we are going to learn more. And that brings us to the end of this introduction class on C++. Next, we are going to advance more on variables, that's the local variables, global variables, and so forth. And that brings us to the end. I was your trainer, Maurice Monene. If you have found this video of importance to you, please consider subscribing, like, and share so that you can increase this family of running the IT stuffs. Thank you, and let's meet in the next class.